Welcome back, everyone. We are at the end of Chapter 5. We're about to head into the landing port to work with the Royal Army and try to capture the dragon that Lo now has control of thanks to his gospel. But we did all the stuff with Agate trying to fight him and getting injured, and we saw the very heartwarming scene between Agate and Tita, and then we walked around and talked to all the citizens. I did not head back to Ravenu to talk to them. I kind of want to, but it takes so much time and effort, I don't think I'm going to. But for now, we're going to continue on with this part. You guys are the bracers I was told about, right? The army airship you'll be boarding will be docking soon. You're to go meet it at Dock 1 to the right. Oh, this isn't what you meant? This isn't Dock 1? I'm just being a butthead. Looks like the military ship hasn't shown up yet. We should have enough time to visit the merchants if we need anything. What do you want to do, Estelle? Let's just go ahead and wait for the ship to arrive. We already walked around and talked to the merchants, so we're good. So the airship that's going to pick us up is going to be one of those big reinforced army ones, right? Yes, one of our guard airships. They make up most of our military ships, so I'd imagine that's what we'll be on. The typical Royal Army Guard airship is usually well-rounded. Strong firepower, a large load capacity, and good mobility. Though that's what I know from 10 years ago. They've been upgraded some since their initial deployment, correct? Yes. In addition to giving them better armor and engines and such, we have specialized the ships by varying their equipment. Patrol craft, scout craft, attack craft. The principle, at least as I understand it, is to ensure the squadrons are flexible by giving each one mission-specific equipment. Just what I'd expect from the country that invented airship warfare. We have airship squadrons in Calvard, but they're nothing more than showboats, really. The Empire is a little different. We use airship squadrons, but the Empire's strength has always lain in its cavalry divisions, our tanks in this age. Attention please, a Royal Army vessel will be landing at Port 1 momentarily. All non-affiliated personnel, please refrain from entering Port 1. Here we go. Huh? I don't think I've heard this engine sound before. Oh my, that's... So, we're gonna be riding the Arcee? Julia didn't mention this at all when I spoke with her last night. Yo, Estelle. Hi, everybody. Long time no see. What are you guys doing here? What? Is that... Oh, we seem to have a habit of meeting in the strangest damn places. Estelle, everyone, it's so great to see you again. Why are Neil and Dorothy on the Arcee? Allow me to explain. Julia? Yes! I love Julia. Julia, you awful tease. Why didn't you tell me last night that you'd be coming in the Arcee? I get to have my fun with surprises sometimes, my princess. My apologies if I startled you. Oh, Julia. I take it that if you're using the Arcee, it's part of Grandmother's plan? Just so. What's Her Majesty got to do with this? If the famous cutting-edge Arcee gets involved, those living in fear of the dragon may have their concerns eased. I believe that is her thinking. Oh, good idea. Queen Alicia continues to impress. The reporters are, I assume, along for the very same reason? Yeah, pretty much. The whole damn country's losing it over this dragon thing. Looks like they're hoping us humble reporters can produce a little something to calm the masses. Mr. Burns, remember. I know. I won't give away any state secrets. I am gonna be poking my head around to some extent, though. I ain't writing straight propaganda here. As you wish. Odd time for once, I see. General Morgan! General, allow me to express our thanks for allowing us aboard. Well, Her Majesty's opinion helped. Let me be clear on this up front so there's no misunderstanding. You bracers are nothing more than observers on this mission, and all you'll be allowed to do is watch as we execute the plan. I'm fine with that. If the army can settle things, I sure won't complain. I look forward to seeing what you can do, General. Very well. Your Highness, please, this way. We shall accompany you to the bridge. We cannot allow the princess to board as a mere passenger on her own airship. It would affect the crew's morale, Your Highness. Very well. You're stealing my healer? Well, he's as icy as always. I wish he'd just accept that us dumb city bracers are, something approaching competent. The General is a hard-headed, old-school sort of man. I doubt he'll ever change his opinions quickly. Allow me to lead you aboard the ship. And on that note, allow me to finally welcome you properly, as allies and friends of long standing. Welcome aboard the Arcee, flagship of the Royal Guard and Liberal. Damn, too late. They're gone. We should have had it out a bit earlier. Ah well, we'll leave the dragon watching to the rest of the gang. Yeah, but, aw. I wanted to ride the Arcee. Come on, short stuff. There's more to life than gawking at machines. Aw, but there's so much to see. Yeah, that would be like Christmas for Tita. An engine room with 8 of the new model engines? A next-generation bridge with all the best information processing equipment? It'd be a dream! Your eyes are lit up like candles. But still, Agate, what do we do now? Good question. Well, first off, I'm gonna need a greatsword if I want to keep being the heavy blade. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess you can't really repair a sword that gets broken that badly. Yeah, gonna have to buy a new one. Let's go order one at the weapons store in the South Block. Agate! Yo, Ted. You're the receptionist here, aren't you? Ah, looks like you didn't make it in time. I can try to raise the Arcee on the radio if you want. Nah, that's okay. So you came out here just to see if I'd caught the flight? That too, but we actually just got a rush delivery on the flight last night with your name on it. I just found it. A rush delivery for me? Yeah, a small package. Return address says Russell. What? From Grandpa? I don't know if we've heard this music before. It's pretty epic, though. Those ships look like whales. Well then, allow me to explain Operation Dragon Capture. This operation will be conducted primarily by the airship force. Our ground divisions will focus solely on keeping order in all regions during the operation. Wait, all the regions? So we're going beyond bows for this. Possibly, not by our choice. Last night's events showed that the Dragon's capacity for flight is significant. It is very possible that it will move to another region at some point. Yeah, good point. The plan shall involve 12 airships in total, including the Arcee, which is to say it involves 2/5 of our entire fleet. The rest will be held in reserve. 2/5 of the entire fleet. That's enough power to give our friend quite a reception, hmm? Julia? Sir. Whoa. This is a map of the mission plan? Yes, precisely. The Arcee is currently cruising in Beau's airspace. We shall be using the Arcee as a flagship and command vessel for this operation. The actual Dragon Patrol shall be carried out by 8 patrol ships equipped with wide area radar. If the Dragon so much as raises its head above the tree line, they will be able to find it. Then, once the Dragon is found, ships will give chase at high speed and use their rapid-fire artillery to check the Dragon and guide it over to Lake Valeria. At the same time, several patrol vessels armed with tranquilizer rounds will be scrambled from Lyston Fortress. Once the Dragon is pinned, they will intercept it. They will fire every tranquilizer round they have and sink the creature. Right into the lake. That is the plan in full. Wow. Well, this is certainly a bit larger scale than most guild operations. If the tranquilizers don't work, I'm guessing you'll switch to live ammunition? Yes. In that case, we'll have to destroy the Dragon with concentrated fire from all ships. Her Majesty has asked us to prioritize capture over destruction, but we are ready for every contingency. Huh? Why would Queen Alicia want the Dragon alive? Dragons are creatures of myth, the oldest legends. She said she could not bear to have it slain. I can understand that, especially since the Dragon is under the Society's control. Yeah, good point. Well, wait, that's right. That Lawrence, or Leonhardt, or whoever he is guy, he had a gospel. That'd mean, yes, the orbital shutdown phenomenon. According to Professor Russell, the maximum range of the effect is roughly 5 arc. All ships have orders to get no closer than 10 arc to the Dragon. As long as we do that, there should not be a problem. That should work, hopefully. Most impressive, General. You do seem prepared for everything. That's kind of his job. We learned quite a bit from the 100 Days War, and should this plan somehow fail entirely, we will be left wanting for options. Should that come to pass, we will be relying on you. It's nice of you to say that, but, why do I get the impression you think this plan is foolproof and invincible? Huh? Of course. If this plan has a problem, it's that we have to wait for the Dragon to show its face. Well, that's a question. What do we do if the Dragon doesn't show up? Given how Ouroboros has behaved up to this point, I find it unlikely they'll keep it hidden. They'll want to use that Dragon to do something. They probably will, won't they? Well then, Bracers, once we've found the Dragon, we will announce it over the comm. Until then, please make yourselves at home. Oh cool, I get to walk around the ship? I think she was at the factory in that place with the stuff and the such. I remember her saying that she was going to be aboard the Arcee. Oh, he was too! As one of the development staff, I'm half eager and half terrified to see how the engine performs. Yeah, they were both part of the staff there that then got to come aboard the Arcee to test the new engine. I don't actually need to rest. Oh, hi, Zin. Still, good to see you. What brings you here? I could ask the same thing of you, Zin. I know. Trying to catch a nap or something? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but no, I thought I'd get a little practice in. I cannot seem to stay calm sitting in a confined space like this ship. You're in the middle of one of your walks, I'd guess. Yeah, I can never manage to sit still myself, but practice, huh? Isn't this a little cramped for practice? Practice isn't all about movement, remember. There's plenty you can do even in a small space such as this. Huh? Like what? Breathing exercises and meditation, for one. But practicing your forms is an important part of training as well, especially for bracers like us, who tend to get a little sloppy and let our styles fall apart from so much live combat. It's important from time to time to find a chance to return to the basics and correct yourself. That's, a good point. I haven't actually done any disciplined practice for a while now. Hearing you put it that way makes me worry I'm like an awful mess in a fight right now. Oh man. It's nothing to worry about. I was speaking generally. Still, if it resonated with you, then there's nothing lost by finding a chance to recenter yourself. My offer still stands to be a practice partner. Well, thanks then. I may just take you up on that. Peyton? I vaguely remember that name. Oh no, did you forget me? It's Peyton, the mechanic. I was with you during one of your plans against Colonel Richard. Sorry, a lot's happened since then. I remember you now, though. You're the one who got us the Intelligence Division airship, right? Yep, glad I could be of help, and glad you didn't completely forget about me. Still, I'd heard there were bracers aboard, and the thought crossed my mind that it might be you guys, but I didn't think I'd be right on the money. Small world, huh? We didn't think the Artsa'd be here either. Seems like the Royal Army's pulling out everything for this mission. Yes, I've heard this is the largest Liberalian military mobilization since the 100 Days' War. And they tell me our target's a legendary ancient dragon. What better way to test the new engine, though, right? You sure seem confident. Well, hey, in a way, all our tuning of that thing was in preparation for this day. The designers from the Central Factory are here today, too, to collect data. It's finally time for the Arsae to make her grand entrance. I want her to fly like nothing's flown before. Yeah, I forgot about that second coup. Ah, Estelle, joining the ship? Pretty much, yeah. Wait a minute, are you drinking before a mission? This is a drink of celebration, my sweet. I celebrate the imminent meeting of the genius bard and legendary dragon. Well, putting aside the genius bard bit, a legendary dragon. Do they still tell stories about dragons in the Empire? Why, naturally. There are quite a number of legends and tall tales of sightings, especially in the southern regions near Bose. In fact, I believe the Imperial Institute of Science was to launch an investigation. But then the 100 Days' War broke out. Wow, sounds like you guys take the legends kind of seriously. So even in the Empire, dragons are pretty much a mystery, huh? You could say that, I suppose. But to the people of the Empire, this particular situation would have a more straightforward solution. Straightforward, huh? Erebonia is a far more pragmatic realm than liberal. If something like this were to happen in the Empire, His Majesty would order the destruction of the dragon immediately. The Empire believes in boldly standing against all who would oppose it. Even if the opposition is a dragon, it would be torn down without mercy. That seems a little bloodthirsty. Securing national peace through force of arms is the Erebonian way. I confess, as a messenger of love and peace, I do find it a bit sad. Can I go in and talk to you? Yes, I can. With the ladybird. Oh, okay. Hang on though, why is he drinking then? Oh, the guy in the white coat? I treated him. I was checking the stock of liquor and he struck up a conversation. He seemed to know what he was talking about, so I gave him a drink. I see. Yeah, I bet he did know what he was talking about. Ow! Sorry, that was probably loud. Just smacked my finger on the desk. Yo, Estelle! Hi Dorothy. You seem to be doing okay. Is your camera still treating you good? You bet. This girl's so cute. She looks great from any angle. And by this girl, you mean the Arce? Oh, Dorothy, you're as you as ever. You too, Estelle. You're just as full of energy as always. Well, thanks. Wait, were you worried about me? Yeah, of course. I mean, I took the photo of Joshua, right? If that made you all sad, I'd have to be sad too. I kind of forgot about that. We've moved so far past that at this point. Oh, Dorothy, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm a reporter, so it's my job to try and cheer people up. Sort of. If you're worried about anything else, talk to me anytime. I'll, keep that in mind. Yo, Estelle. Killing time till the dragon shows up? More or less. How about you? Putting stuff together for your latest scoop? Not really. I'm waiting for the star of the show, same as you. Even if it doesn't show up, at least we got a few nice shots of the Arce. We're just lucky enough to even be here. You must be having a field day. You get to cover the fight with the dragon and the new cutting-edge ship all in one go. Hell, the dragon versus airships thing alone would make it the story of the decade. Every single reporter at the office raised their hand when we were talking about volunteers to cover this. That figures. Congrats on getting picked for the job. Did you guys draw straws or something? No, of course not. I got picked because I'm a damn good reporter. All that effort during the coup is starting to pay off. Well, hey, more power to you. So even the Royal Army respects you now, huh? Hey, if you write good stuff, even the big guys will come knocking on your door. By the way, if anything interesting's come your way lately, I'm free to swap a few stories anytime you want. We could always use a few good editorials to fill our pages. We'll see. Hello, Bracers. Welcome aboard. It is a very large ship. Shira, so this is where you are. Hi there, Estelle. Taking a walk? Yep. Enjoying the wind? Yes. The weather's lovely, so I'm taking it easy. Knowing when to take a breather is part of our job too, you know. Short breaks like these are good for keeping our minds sharp. Now's the perfect time. Yeah, I know. Hey, Shira, do you think the plan will work? To be honest, I don't know. Common sense says there's a very good chance it'll succeed. We have 12 patrol ships out on patrol as we speak, after all. Hard to imagine even something as powerful as a dragon getting away from all that. Yeah, I guess you're right. General Morgan was pretty confident too. That's just how he looks on the surface. Remember, he was none too happy to have bracers on board. And yet, he let us on anyway. That can only mean one thing. He's worried about how this will turn out too? Exactly. And that, Estelle, is why conserving our strength right now is a good idea. Makes sense. Guess I'll keep wandering around a bit. Good, that's what I like to hear. It's not every day you get to ride the Arce. Enjoy yourself. Sprite, good day. How do you find the Arce? It's really, really cool. I guess I shouldn't be surprised as the Queen's ship is awesome, but still. Thank you for your kindness, Miss Bright. I am simply relieved the new engine made it in time. Of course, I hardly expected to use it on a mission of quite this nature. I hear that. Who'd imagine a dragon would show up? Yes, it is an utter mystery as a foe, even to us. We may have a plan of attack, but it would be foolish to rely completely on it in the face of the unknown. Be prepared for anything, in case something goes amiss. If anything happens, it'll all be up to us, huh? Hopefully it will not come to that, but only Adios knows what lies before us. Talk to Chloe last. Probably won't be a very long acquaintance, but it's nice to meet you. Even a dragon's nothing compared to the Arce. I want to talk to you. Yeah, you. I just got one thing to say to you. Don't get in our way. Rude. Estelle, hello. Are you finding it a little hard to calm down? Yeah, a bit. Really can't stay still for this one. That reminds me, you, always walk around like this on the passenger ships as well. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do. I don't know. I feel all kinda suffocated and trapped when I just have to sit around politely. That's very like you, Estelle. But, I wouldn't worry about that too much on the Arcee. Huh? What do you mean? Property of Los's family it may be, but this is still a fully functional war cruiser. At full speed, its engine capabilities far exceed those of passenger vehicles. If we go at flank speed, I don't think you'd even be able to remain standing. Is it seriously that fast with the new engine? You'll be surprised, I think. It's a bit like walking into a storm. I see. So that kind of makes all this calm before the storm, then. Yes, after a fashion. This may be a very brief period of peace before the action begins. If you want to look around the interior, this may be your only chance. I better keep that in mind, then. Guess I better start wandering around faster, huh? Yes, I'll see you later. I think I already walked around and talked to everybody. So I'm going to end this episode right here. I don't want to accidentally trigger a big cutscene. So we will continue next time. I don't know how much more walking around there's going to be, but I have a feeling there's a lot of story coming up next. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll get into that next time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.